So I'm here at the bottom section of the flux capacitor trail. I haven't seen this for years, so I have a look in what state it is in. It looks as rowdy as I remember it, but this is the impossible bend. I used to try two different lines through this. I even remember riding here on the left and cut in, while the obvious line is following this. But I only managed to do this successfully twice. Wow, so you come down here. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Oh, that looks alright. This way, and then I believe there are kind of two options here. Yeah, alright. So I think the original line was here on the inside. Oh, definitely not going that way. Yeah, that looks horrible. It doesn't look like it's much ridden. I think this way looks better. Coming from that side, yeah, it looks sketched, doesn't it? And coming from that side, oh, that doesn't look much better. Jeez, let's have a look. God, coming down here. And what then? Oh my god. I do remember rolling over that big rock there. I definitely don't want to go that way. Staying here on the inside. Horrible. Oh, Jesus. Even though it's a short section, so much going on here. But I definitely taking the outside line here, coming through this bend here. I always struggled anyway to cut in here. I tried it a few times, but mostly you need to do an endo turn to make it proper. Alright, staying a bit wider there. So there are some features before you reach that bend. It's over here. I can see three lines here. To my right here is what I would consider a C line. In the middle is the B line, and the A line to the left. And the main reason why that is, the A line is for the compression that you get when you come off that. Shouldn't be too much, should be alright, but I do think I would go straight to the middle here. You can see here, becomes a bit more obvious. Yeah, I don't like this. So probably staying here to the left. Okay, walking back to the bike. Then we start riding this section. Alright, so here we go. Flux capacitor, lower section. Whew. Whew. Oh. Almost. And again. Oh. So I didn't quite made it. I got to the bend, but just off the line of the trail. But that was alright. Let's ride the rest of the section. So I'm back here at that very final section. Wow, that looks horrible. Alright, I guess we just have to ride it. You know, horrible turn. There's no way I can make that turn. Well, compared to the impossible bend higher up, I find this section way more tricky. First of all, I'm struggling making this turn, get a nice alignment. I've got a line in mind, but it also looks very loose. Soon you apply the brakes here, you will slide, I think. I don't like the odds of not making it. Probably not too bad though. If you slide, you probably go towards that tree. A little body check and you should be alright. But I tell you what though, so after this there's a short section there. It's very steep, very rugged. That looks even worse. Alright, another thing we have to come back for. So this is that last section. So I was standing over there, and again, it probably doesn't look much from the footage, but man, in real life, tricky. But the problem is here again, you have to make a fairly sharp right-hander. You've got two options. This is the old line. Do remember that we came through this rubbish. Look at it, man. Far out. But somehow it worked. But never looked forward to that. Look at it. Gnarly. So that was then the second line that was opened up sometime later. Flux used to be in my maybe top 3 trails in the Garrigal. Although probably the top 2 most technical trails that we have as well. Alright, we will be back. And I hope you guys will be back too, with me. So it's the next day and I'm back at the impossible bend to see if I can actually ride it today. Well, let's do this. Finally success. I made the full corner, pushing back and do it once more. So I'm back here at the very last section of the trail, probably the last 20 meters. And this is the one I absolutely struggled with yesterday. I was not able to commit and ride it, so let's see how we go today. I finally committed to this section. I should do this section again, but I'm not really feeling like I like to do it. Well, so coming down this section is actually pretty straightforward, but to make that turn is very difficult. And by the way, this is only the very end of the trail. It's a very gnarly trail, yeah, top to bottom, and there are plenty of features to session. Well, that's all for now. Hope you enjoyed it and hope to see you next time. Ciao.